So now I've got a 6-2 block that I'm going to put a
Our last show before Christmas, guys. Welcome everybody to another Zellwood preview. We have the Chuck Hobbs with us from the great state of Illinois. He was on the microphone with me last year. John and Rob, L Vice President of the Florida Pullers. I'm in a good mood, guys. It's 2 days from Christmas. We're not having a white Christmas in Florida, though, John and Rob, but it's going to be in the 50s up here in Wisconsin. So that's pretty warm for us, guys. I'm not going to lie. So
it is.
Yeah. So welcome everybody. Again, we've been trying to do a live weekly podcast with different pullers, different people. Always have John and Rob on with us. January 12th and 13th is the Super Pull. What is the Zellwood Super Pull? Zellwood has a great club, and they have multiple pulls throughout the year. And they really focus on their local pullers. But once a year, they invite everybody in from all over the United States to come down and put on the Super Pull. We try to put a bigger spotlight on this event because fans can come see big modifieds, semis, big diesel smokers, big minis. It's a great time, two-wheel drive trucks. So we have pullers coming from all over. If you've been watching the lives, we have been able to just also bring a lot of the pullers on. Last week we had Granthams on, didn't we? Didn't we, John and Rob, last week, I feel like, North Carolina? Yeah, so let us know where you're watching from tonight. Type it in the comments. Let us know if you're coming down to Zellwood. If you have any questions, I made a smart-ass comment the other day on the Facebook page. I got sick of seeing, what about this? What about this? So I put your guys' phone number on there like 10 times in a row.
That's all bad.
I had to do it. It's like you said, Chuck. Sometimes I don't think people read. So it's all good. So actually, before we get started too much, tell me what you want for Christmas in the comments. I want to know. Type that in. Mitch Pierce, he wants a clown costume. Hey, Chuck, how are you, buddy? Matt Alexander says, I'm going to be pulling in the semi-truck class. Well, welcome, Matt. We're excited to have you at the Zellwood Super Pull, my man.
Yep,
that's
awesome.
Chuck, what do you want for Christmas this year?
Chuck needs a new pair of boots.
Okay. What size?
Probably 11.5 will work.
Okay, we'll see what we can put together for you. So, I mean, like, are these like work boots or cowboy boots or what do we got to do?
Oh, just work boots. Just some work boots.
Okay. Rob, what do you want for Christmas?
Oh, I'm the type of guy, if I need it, I go buy it. I just want everybody to have fun. That's me. I want kids all together and everybody have fun, hang out, and I enjoy doing that. Me and Dustin's getting the truck ready for Zellwood, and that's my Christmas right there. So
I like it. Yep. John, what do you want for Christmas?
Get my son's tractors back together. Brandon's got the V8 tore down to a bare frame.
Oh yeah, you ought to see it, Jason.
It's getting ready to get painted next week.
Yeah, a few weeks away, and the whole tractor's just all over the shop.
You guys, it wouldn't be truck and tractor pulling if we didn't wait till the night before decide to start working on them, right, Chuck?
So That's right.
Awesome. Again, if you're just joining us, talking with John and Rob, President and Vice President of the Florida Pullers, flpullers.com is their website. Chuck Hobbs with us. He was on the microphone with me last year, fellow mini rod puller. and he just loves this event, and he wanted to come on tonight and talk about it. So, Chuck, last year was your first trip to Zellwood, right?
That is correct. Yep.
So, but let's say you've never been to Florida for pulling. What do us Midwesterners, truck and tractor pull, we think we're special up here in the Midwest? What do we think of what's the rumor about Florida pulling?
The rumors you hear when you go down is the tracks aren't any good. They're sandy, but we've been fortunate enough to pull a couple times in Florida. And last year, you guys did a great job in Zellwood making a track. It's all rumors, exactly that. There's no truth to it. The way I look at it, become a puller. Not everybody's going to have the hard clay, but I'll tell you, you better have your stuff together if you're going to go down to Zellwood and pull. Jason must be getting pizza.
I had to let my dog out, guys. So,
but no, it's
I don't have a fancy studio like you, Chuck Hobbs. With the the blurred out background. John and Rob and I, we're just regular people, just living the dream. Doing a live show from our house.
Non-finished office that I didn't want anybody to see. But no, I met Rob Rasnick. It's been several years ago now, and we pulled at a couple events. And he called me when Ocala, the first year back in 19, when Ocala did the naturally aspirated mini rods, and we actually just had the one Megan's with the small tire, as we were talking about, and went down, did good, had a good time, and like I said, went down last year just on a kick and a whim down to Zellwood and hooked up with you, and we had fun behind the mic. Wasn't fun the next 3 weeks on the way home because we were both sick, but yep. Hopefully you take a little NyQuil before you go down and kill the bug before you get there. Jason, what do you want for Christmas? You asked everybody, what do you want?
Whew. I don't know. I
just
want.
You can't say diesel super stock anymore because you already got it.
Yeah, so, I want more fans in the stands. I want more fans in the stands. That's what I want. That's why we do this every week. More fans in the stands. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's all good. Well, John, Rob, kind of catch us up on everybody. Talk about your potential sponsors and everything like that. So, okay. Oh, Matt's bringing something down from Marshfield, Wisconsin. Matt, awesome. That's up in my neck of the woods. Josh is Chuck Hobbs. Lake County boys are coming to play hard. Ooh, Matt's talking some good stuff. I like it. Colby Hall says, how many? This is going to be fun. I love it. Missouri's checking in. I was at Mike Perry's garden tractor pull last weekend. We had a blast down there. So
happy belated birthday to Mike. I think Mike's birthday was yesterday.
Yeah. So John, Rob, catch us up to speed and everything. We're basically, 3 weeks away, right, guys?
Yeah, about 22 days.
22 days, yeah. Thank you for putting that, that's going to come fast. You know that, right, bud?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're ready.
I like it.
We got a few things to tidy up at the track, but other than that, we're ready to go.
I saw Schaefer's came on board as a sponsor the last couple of weeks, guys. Anybody else been knocking on the door? Any more potential sponsors or partners with the pool?
Not yet.
I got one sponsor want to come in, All Touch. I hadn't talked to him yet. He mentioned it to me, and I just got to get with him. Told him what it cost to sponsor a class, and that's I just got to get with him. I'll see him tomorrow and see if they want to come on. I told them what they needed to do, and we'll post them out there, advertise the heck out of them, and try and get them some good publicity out there. They're a great group of guys. I say group of guys. It's only two guys. But that what they do is they paint and body, but they do small stuff. If you got a little dent in your fender and you want it fixed, they'll come fix it. Dent in the fender and do that one fender. And I tell you what, they do a great job. I've had some work done from them a few times. And our shop uses them if we have any customers that have any problems. So
good deal.
Yeah, we're hoping to get them on board. So we'll see.
Hey, John and Rob, you guys had a storm come through just before last year's pull, didn't you? And did a bunch of damage. You had mentioned, I think, earlier this year, didn't you guys get some new lights and stuff put up?
Yeah, we put some new lights up on the track. Was hoping to get them all wired in, but just ran out of time. but we're going to be able to use them. We got temporary wiring we're going to use to be able to use the new lights along with the old lights.
Very cool. Get
So we
some
shouldn't have any
bleachers
dark
put on
spots
that
in the
side then
track.
too?
Huh?
Did you get some bleachers put on that side too? It's pretty cool seeing all the trucks backed up last year, along the fence there. I mean, they showed up early, didn't they, Jason? We were there in the afternoon show, and they showed up early there on Saturday, lined up along that one side.
We had a heck of a crowd last year on Saturday. It was awesome. And then hopefully we can. The Friday night it was kind of misting and kind of scaring people away a little bit. Everybody's got a smartphone now, and if they say it's raining, I've been at tractor pulls, guys, that it's rained 3 miles north and 3 miles south, and never rained at the track we were at, but it scared everybody away, and that's what's hard about it. So.
Same thing as Zellwood.
Yep.
I'll be at my house, which is about 3 miles down the road, and it's raining. I'll drive to Zellwood. It's nice and sunny. So everything goes right around us, but it happens.
Yep.
So back to answer your question, Chuck, we had a 300-foot set of grandstands, and about 5-6 years ago,
Yeah.
a freak storm came in and blew them all out onto the track.
Yeah, they set up there through 2 hurricanes, and one microburst came up and just caught them just right coming up that hill and just flipped them out on the track. I was like, yeah.
Well, it's a very impressive facility. You guys do a great job there. I hope you have a great pull this year. Unfortunately, like I said, I've been looking at time and everything, but if I make finals on Thursday night in Shipshewana, I don't think I can make it by Friday down there and be worth a crap driving down. So it's not out of the question, but I don't know. I've done crazier things.
We'll send you video, Chuck, afterwards. Don't worry. So
I'll be watching. You know me.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have a good time. That's one thing we're going to do. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good track. And I hope we get a great show. I hope all the people that say they're coming show up. And
I just feel like this event, I know this event really went like big time, during COVID, Rob and John, but I feel like since then we're gaining more momentum every year. Just getting more awareness about the event. And then everybody's kind of, you guys, all the different Florida promoters are doing the best they can not to, schedule on top of each other. That's smart. And then when, people do come from out in the Midwest and, Rob, you're great about, hey, leave the hauler down here, fly back home, drive back home, go back to work, and then come back down and go pull the next week. And that really, I think that message will really start to get along more and more every year. And I think this Florida thing is going to be huge in January and February on these next, starting this year, moving on. But I think it's just going to keep grabbing momentum with pulling kind of being all year round. You know what I mean? So
right. That's what we want. I mean, we want everybody to come down and have a good time. Of course, I'm not going to make all the pulls that are down here, but I want anybody that comes down that wants to, I want them to be able to. So I want to try and help them make all the pulls. So they're coming down with a semi, but yet they got to work a week. Leave your semi here, fly home. We have a place for it. It will be secure. I mean, we can give you numbers of people that have stayed at the places and stuff. I mean, we want to accommodate everybody.
Like and sometimes that's hard.
I'm sorry.
You can't make everybody happy. But
you're right. You're right. We can try.
Jason mentioned he was at down in Missouri with Mike Perry. I was at that poll last year, and they had some unfortunate things happen. No fault of Mike Perry's, and it was just like you guys the year before with your track. You had some bad publicity of, I'll never go back to that track. Well, then, you guys put together a hell of a track last year, and I think people seen it. I don't very often, hardly at all, complain about a track. Become a puller, and we don't want to tear tires up and stuff like that, but you guys did a great job on the track last year. I was very impressed, and hopefully everybody's seen that come down. Whether you're the Grand National Minis, I know there was one there on Friday night that unfortunately didn't get to pull on Saturday because he was pulling the engine out in the trailer on Friday night when he got done.
And he was pissed that he had to go home too.
With Ocala and Satsuma and all them, just a few, basically back to back to back. I hope them guys can leave haulers and come back and have a good time.
I mean, we make mistakes. I mean,
Everybody does.
yeah, we've been doing this for years, but we're having new classes coming in, all this stuff. So we want feedback. We want to know, hey, what do y'all want? And I don't want you to go, oh, I hate this track, I ain't coming back, and leave. I want to know why you hate this track. What can we do for you to love this track?
Right.
And that's how we work. We don't want you to come complain. We want you to come let us know what would help you love this track and want to come back and tell people to come to it. You know, Absolutely. We have a great venue. We're 45 minutes away from Disney World, Universal, SeaWorld, everything around. You want to go deep sea fishing? We have everything right here.
Yep.
And we want everybody to come down and have a good time, but yet be able to bring your pullers and still play.
I talked to my boss the other day, figuring out my schedule here this winter, and asked him if I could just take a month off next winter and just stay down there. He wasn't real enthused about it, but we're going to do the best we can.
Just ask.
Well, let us know. We'll try and find you. If you're going to do that, Chuck, just Airbnb, man.
Yeah.
And I know where a few are. So, yeah. So, that's the best thing to do. It's cheaper than a motel, and you get a nice house. You get everything you want, you know.
I'm going to be doing a bunch of solo and traveling. You know, I am right now going to make Satsuma. I'm just going to drive down. Leaving on Wednesday and pulling down there with Mark Kelsey and them guys. So we're going to plan on doing quite a bit of that next year in 25. So got your dates on, and I've even thought about going down and me and the wife both flying home and then flying back down. So next year we got her in the plans and in the works.
Great. Yeah, that's another one too. Mark Kelsey's also offered his place for people to park their haulers if they need to up at his track up in Satsuma.
Yep. Yeah, he's got a great track.
Yeah.
He's got a great facility up there. He just acquired it, I think last year, and I'm anxious to see what it looks like this next time we come up there. And he'd done a lot of work to it before, and he had a lot of work he wanted to do to it. So it's an old oval dirt track, so it's got a lot of potential, a lot of room to park and stuff like that. So really cool place.
I'll tell you what, I went to that PRI show here a couple of weeks ago, and Jason's Diesel Superstock and all that was there. And I'll tell you, the people that come up from down in your guys' area in Georgia and stuff that are circle track guys and stuff like that. You know, one guy talked to Jason for almost an hour on how he wanted to bring truck and tractor pulling to his area there in Georgia. I don't remember his name. I didn't get on the whole conversation, but it's out there. And you guys are a big,
he was in
a big to that, you know, getting your guys' super pull. I know you guys pull all year long, you know, once a month or whatever, but it's coming that way, you know, diesels and dark corners and all them. It's going to be a venue that people are going to want to come down to in the winter pulling that, you know, that could be a series. I don't want to see a series of it because some vehicles don't make all the criteria for being an NTPA hook or something like that. But I love what you guys are doing. You know, we've talked, if you're a little out of class or whatever, you know, that you guys accommodate and do whatever you have to do there. So don't be afraid and say, oh, I got this or that or the other, you know, give you a ring and they say, yeah, you guys got a small tire class. I know there was a couple of small tires there last year. And, you know, I helped the one gentleman out a couple of times, and, you know, you bring it, your guys are going to pull it, you know, whether it fits 100%, you know, whether you want to drop hitch or drop weight or whatever, there's all kinds of things you can do.
Yep.
It's been a lot of fun.
You're going
the guy. Oh, go ahead, John. Rob, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going off what Chuck was saying. If you come down and you're going to hook, if you want to come down and just test something, you may have to pull at the end of the pull, but come on down. We'll let you hook to the sled and make a pass. We have every class in the world here. We don't have a class you fit in. I'm not sure what you're pulling.
Exactly. I did hear through the grapevine that the sleds you guys used last season were sold.
Yes.
They'll be there this season.
Yep, but the previous owner is gonna mentor the new owners or whatever. That's awesome to see. Might as well start off just like that. I know we had a gentleman up here our way. Can't even think his name off the top. Sold his sleds. Mitch, can I hook the rental car? And he did the same thing. They keep great notes. It's nice to see that the sleds are going to keep going. They just don't. Tom Van Huysen was the guy, Mechanical Mule up this way, that sold it a couple years ago, and he goes more pulling now than I think he did when he had the sled. Just he doesn't have to work so hard.
Yeah, I've talked to Dan a couple times since last year, and he says, it's time to go to live his life.
Yep.
So he's going to retire this summer, and the guy that's buying his sleds will be here in January. Then hopefully we can keep using them.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah. Well, that's a good class you got playing there, Jason.
I did that for you, Rob. I did that for you, buddy.
I figured that. That's a great class to give you a variety of trucks and stuff that's coming down the track.
Yeah, just sharing some videos from last year. If anybody's wondering, you can kind of see a little bit of everything there. So go find me some more here.
You having the RC cars back again? That was pretty cool last year.
I haven't heard from him. I'm sure he'll show. He usually calls me a couple days before and asks if he can come out, and I told him, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think Jason has a Remedy RC puller, if I'm not mistaken.
I do. Yep. I've never seen it, but I paid for it. And there's a couple that campaigns it for me out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. So. No, it's awesome. It turned out perfect. It looks just like my big tractor. So.
That's electric though, isn't it, Jason? Isn't yours electric? Where them ones down there were on that nitromethane or whatever.
Yeah. Mine's a regular battery powered. Yep.
Yeah. Most of the guys that came here they were 4-wheel drive trucks, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. He had
pretty homemade jobs. It was very impressive.
Yeah, the guy that actually puts that on and does it is actually a retired state trooper out of Florida.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, real nice guy. But he shows up at the day of and wants us to try and help him. I try to help him as best I can, but I got equipment going everywhere. I can't.
Pretty tough the day of. I kind of noticed that, and they kind of let him do his own thing there. And
right,
yeah.
So we did put some clay down for him, and so he's got some clay to play with. So, but yeah, that's pretty cool the way he does it. It gives us. I try and set him up between the antiques and the modified show. It gives people something to look at in between. Sure. The kids bored with watching other stuff, they can watch that. Gives everybody a variety of something to watch. So that's what we're trying to do and have a good time. So
for people that are watching that have never been down there, it's an open pit. I mean, it's very cool. You can go right up, see whatever you want, and once you come in, it's all open, yep. which is a great thing. There was turbine engine tractors, multi-engine tractors. It was everything was there.
And I try and tell all the pullers if some kid wants to come up and sit in your tractor, sit in your truck and get a picture of it, please let him do that.
Absolutely.
I used to beg the kids to come sit in my truck and take a picture and everything. I used to let them push the button, raise the cab. They just love that, It's always cool. I love the kids. That's our future pullers, so we got to get them interested in it.
Again, there at the PRI show, just to see some of the people that looked at Jason's tractor down there and never really when you get Antron Brown to sit in a diesel super stock. That's awesome. He's in as much awe as sitting in that tractor if we were sitting in his,
dragster
car. It's like,
right.
Holy cow. And they just that PRI show the last 2 years, has done a lot for pulling in my opinion. It was awesome. Megan and I went down. I could have spent every day there. You got to make the wife happy too, but it will definitely be another, with Jeff Hurt there. I mean, they had all gamuts of the pulling, with tractors and trucks and mini rods. It was awesome to see.
That's funny you mentioned that, Chuck. Did you happen to see Snake's tractor when he went down south Monza off the Street Outlaws was there, and Monza actually sat in Snake's tractor, fired it up, and actually drove out with it, and that was just cool as hell looking at it. It was really cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yep, it was.
Yeah,
it's got to be a video out there, so I'm sure Snake's got tons of them, but it was.
I'll tell you what, I've never seen so many turbos under one roof in my entire life. There had to be 2,000 different turbos at that show. I'm like, okay, here's another turbo.
Yeah, you see what Chris Hall just wrote? Rob, get you a Ford and you won't have to beg the kids to sit in your truck.
no, because it won't be there.
I don't know why that guy has any word I come out with, he's got to pick on it. That's Chris Hall has a double reject truck. Does a good job. And see, he's got that Ford truck with the Chevrolet motor in it. Yeah. Devil's Reject out of Georgia.
That's a great name. They were down last year, right, guys? Yeah.
What's that?
They were down last year, right, guys?
Yeah, they'll be down. Well, he won't make it this year. His motor's in the shop. He hurt his motor.
Yeah, no, but I know they were down last year. So.
Yep. Yeah, he brought all 3 trucks last year.
Yep.
So he's actually building a semi also. So hopefully it'll be done next year.
Awesome.
I'd love to have 5 or 6 semis. So that'd just be cool. Or more,
Yeah, semis are cool. They put on a great show. We've had really good success with them at Diesels and Dark Corners in November from those Ohio, Indiana guys. So trust me, we're telling them about Zellwood every time. So hopefully it'll keep kind of catching up. To Chuck's point, I think the word just got to get out more and more and more, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we're gaining a little bit of ground every year.
I do too. I'm just flipping through the comments here. I'm going to throw the poster up on the screen, John and Rob. If you kind of want to go through the classes a little bit, that'd be great. Sure. Start times and stuff. So.
So we're going to start at 1:00 with the antiques and the garden tractors.
Is that both days?
Yes, that's Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
And then the modified show will start at 6:00 on both days, Friday and Saturday. Everything that runs Friday will run Saturday, as long as they didn't break. I'm getting a lot of people calling and texting about gate fee. Spectators are $20 per person. Kids 12 and under are free. And on the puller side, it's $10 per person to get in the gate for the pullers. Everything from a garden tractor all the way up to a 7,500 pound modified multi-engine tractor. And by the looks of the weather, it's supposed to be a good weekend, so hopefully we don't have the rain like we did last year.
Your mic's off, Jason.
Yeah, my dog was barking. Sorry about that. No, I was just going to say it happens. It happens, John.
Yep.
I love my dog, but if there's any noise in the house, like if I lived in a haunted house or an old house, that dog would be, guys, it'd be nonstop. You hear something and he has to talk about it. He's definitely my dog. He talks a lot. So
you are having a Saturday afternoon show too, right?
Yes.
John.
Friday at 1:00 and Saturday at 1:00.
Oh, Friday at 1:00 as well. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that'll be the antiques and the garden tractor, just like we did last year.
Okay. And then a Friday night and a Saturday night show.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Spectator gates will open about 10:30 in the morning, so people can get in and come around the pits and look at stuff and get parked and get their spot ready for the big show at night.
We encourage everybody to get there early. We'll have concessions open pretty early so people can get something to eat and stuff. So,
Was that the FFA that did the big concession stand last year?
Yes.
Yes. It was a great concession stand too. The barbecue guy was good too, but I had several cheeseburgers out of the FFA concession stand. and the young ladies that helped us in the announcer booth too, they did a great job for us. I can't remember their name. Lexi, I think, is one of them off the top of my head. They did a great job putting up with me and Jason in there.
They were fun. They were a lot of fun. We laughed about that a lot.
Yeah, our FFA group does a lot there with us.
Yeah, great group of kids. They really are.
Well, they're really helpful and they're organized, and that seemed to be really helped with everything. So.
Yep.
Yeah, they're helping in registration. They're helping on the track. They're helping in announcing at our regular club pulls. They're just a great group of kids that do about anything that's asked to be done.
Yeah, you look up Outdoor FFA and you see they've done a lot, and they've gotten awards for stuff they do. They go to state and all this. It's really cool, really neat little group of kids. They're passionate about what they do.
Yeah, so. They need to get more recognition as well.
Yes.
They do a great job.
Yep, they really do.
I guess Rob's cooking breakfast. Sweet. I like eggs and bacon, Snake. Eggs and bacon. So
I'm more of a steak and eggs.
okay, well, we can get that
on Rob's time. Yeah, heck yeah. Just steak. You don't even have to have eggs.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we start talking about steaks with Snake and them, those Hall boys. They start talking about Wagyu and all this other stuff too. So somebody lost a bet one year, and they talked about that a lot on the podcast. So
yeah, there are a bunch of little bets that go on the side down here.
that's what makes it fun.
Yeah. That's it.
That's what makes it fun. I did want to. Are the Eaton compressor guys? I forget how you're doing. So you're raffling this off, or what are the plans on it?
Yep, plan on raffling. They give us two. I think we're gonna raffle off one a day.
Yep. We're
Okay.
going to raffle one off Friday and one off Saturday.
That's cool.
Is it a purchase? You got to purchase the tickets, or are you just giving the tickets away?
No, you got to buy the tickets.
Yeah, you have to buy tickets.
Hello, Mr. Austin Thurby.
And Schaefer's oil, they're sponsoring us, and they're actually going to give out a case of oil to each winner of each class in the modified show.
Oh, wow.
Whatever oil they want.
Yep.
Which is actually, that's pretty cool.
So if I tell them I want Renegade oil, is that what they're going to give me?
Yeah, I don't think
Probably
that's
not.
gonna happen.
You said whatever I wanted.
Whatever Schaefer product you want.
Whatever shape.
There you go.
They got good oil, man. They really do.
Chuck's a mini rod puller. He doesn't listen well. You guys know this. You're familiar with
Okay.
Rob.
Yeah. And he will have it at Zellwood, so you will get it that night. It's not going to be I'm mailing it to you.
Nice.
Yep. Well, we understand, Chuck, the hearing problem with that high pitched V6. Throws the pitch noise, and big blocks don't have that problem. They just got that rumble.
It's pretty bad when the engine builder sends you a message and says that it's on the dyno and it fired right up on gas, but I got 3 timing lights and none of them worked. So I don't. He's like, I'll get it finished tomorrow. I'm like, hopefully. So. We got all our Christmases in one day. Why families can't work things out, but everybody's got to have it on the same day. So I'll be working in the shop, getting her ready to go.
There you go. Fireproof suit required. A helmet and fireproof suit required for somebody. Yes, it is. All safety equipment is required. And a neck brace. That's the main thing, a neck brace. We had a guy rolling with us with one and did not have a helmet or neck brace on because somehow he told the guy at the line that he didn't need one, let him hook, and he broke the front end. His truck did a nosedive, and his head went down and come right back into the back glass. So we can't have that no more. So neck brace with a helmet. Just safety, guys. You going down the track at 20, 25 mile an hour and you suddenly stop. Yeah. You got to have the safety equipment. Just like any rules, NTPA, PPL, they're all there for a reason because something's happened at one time or another.
Yeah, they always say that every rule has somebody's name behind it, guys. So
exactly. Yeah. And some rules are good for certain classes, but they hinder other classes. But I'm the type of guy, hey, do I need 3 straps on my drive shaft? I got it encased anyway, it's fully encased, but hey, that's what y'all require. I'll put them on there. You know,
right.
My drive shaft can't come out from underneath my truck anyways. The truck's sitting on the ground, you know, but that's what they require. So be it. You know.
Chuck, where's your suspenders? Austin wants to know.
The suspenders?
I don't know. Maybe he's got you confused with somebody else. Is that what your fire suit has?
Oh, yeah, they do. That's what happens when you lose 125 pounds and don't buy a different suit.
True that.
You need suspenders.
Awesome. 125 pounds. Awesome, man. That's a great job.
Trying to figure out why my battery's not charging on my laptop.
You got to plug it in, Chuck.
That's probably why, Chuck.
Oh, the gift of having friends to do a show with makes it fun. So,
I knew
if anybody has any questions for Zellwood, we're with John and Rob, President, Vice President, FL Pullers. Chuck and I are here just for comedic pleasure tonight. We're having a good time. So,
somebody to pick on.
Yeah, well, yeah, we got to make fun of somebody. So it works out good.
I knew there was a reason that I was asked to come on the show, but got big shoulders, so.
If you can't pick on your friends, who can you pick on?
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Well, that's just an honor to be called a friend, you know.
There you go. Exactly. Guys, anybody out there watching, if you know somebody who wants to come to Zellwood, they have questions about anything, don't hesitate to give us a call. You can go to our website, FL Pullers, or go to our Facebook page. My number's on there, Johnny's number's on there, and just give us a call. I've had a bunch of calls, and I've had a bunch of people repeat the call to me and just asking more questions that other people are asking them. And I was like, hey.
That was the best post in the world right there.
Yeah.
I
got any
just
questions about this?
and the other day I just saw a bunch of comments. I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do this, and people laughed about it a little bit and stuff like that. And I didn't have Rob's number, but John put that on there for me. Then I went back and re-edited my post, so it's all good. So
Yeah, our numbers are on the flyers, so
they're right there too. They're on the screen. So Jacob AC, yeah, get off the computer, Jacob, and start working on tractors. Don't be whining to me, kiddo. So.
yeah, they've got that V8 tore all apart. Brandon's in the middle of building one. He's hoping to have it ready for Super Bowl, but we'll see.
Do you have to pay membership dues?
Nope.
Yeah, you have to do a temporary membership down here.
Okay.
That's
$15. The $20 for the weekend.
yeah, $20 I think for the weekend. Yes.
Yeah.
That would be a good thing to say. Yeah, it's $10 to get in the gate for the pullers. What's the entry fees per class?
Shit.
Ah.
Oh, we've got it. Hang on.
Hey, call John.
Yeah.
Jason's got the phone numbers there.
I guess you won't be on the. I guess
It's a
you won't be
payback
back.
class. It's $50 hook or $40 hook fee.
Payback class is a $40 hook fee. So you pay $10 through the gate, and it's $40 hook fee, so it's $50 total.
Yep.
And if you're not a member, then it's $20 membership, temporary membership for the weekend. $20 is Friday and Saturday night. Just like any place else you go, you got to be a member to hook. And then during the day, as far as garden tractors and antiques and stuff, they're what are we doing? Hook fee for them?
$10.
$10 hook fee for them. Yep. But now on the garden tractors and antiques, what we do is the biggest class of garden tractors Friday night will be a payback class Saturday night. The biggest class for antiques on Friday night will be a payback class for Saturday night. Now, being a payback class, it goes $20 hook fee just for the payback class. So, and if for some reason you don't want to, I don't want payback, I just want to pull in that class, that's fine. But you won't get paid. And we'll just move it down. So.
Oh, we misspoke on that. $20 hook fee for antiques and garden tractors, and $40 for any of the payback classes.
Okay. Except for during the day on Saturday.
Yeah.
The whatever class we pick, Friday antiques and Friday garden tractors, Saturday we'll just go $20 hook fee. We'll keep it the same. That sound good to everybody?
I love it. I love it.
I just asking.
Hey, good question. That's a great question. So,
Yeah, when you get Rob to say shit, you're good. Or John, you're gonna get John to say shit. You're good. I was gonna say, Chuck, they're not gonna let you back on the show anymore asking all these hard questions.
That's quite all right.
no, it should be. That should be questions that the president should have already known right off the top of his head. You know,
I just had to grab a book.
I'm the vice president. I'm learning.
Yeah. You've been the president more than I've been a president here.
Yeah, we did some changing this year, so had to refresh our memory.
That's okay. It happens. It happens.
We are human.
You're allowed one mistake a week, John and Rob. One mistake a week.
Oops.
Yeah, I won't worry about mistake number 5 for the day.
You're banking them in the next year already, are you?
Oh yeah.
I like that.
That's what they used to say. You can have 10 attaboys, and one all shit wipes them all out.
Yeah. For you, John and Rob, if there's one thing that you could kind of change about your pull, is there anything that you're like, God, I just wish we could do this or do that? Everybody's got an afterthought. If we could have done this or could have done that. You guys have been doing this. I don't know how many years have you been doing it now?
About 25 years there in Zellwood.
25 years.
But we were mostly antique tractors.
Yeah.
So, we brought the modifieds in. We had no clue how to prep the track. That's why a lot of people, we got a bad name. Yeah. We were used to antiques. They like a harder track finally got a couple of people to actually tell us that, hey, the modifieds need a softer track. So, but one thing I would change is get our bleachers back that we used to have.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's true.
I really think it's cool that you can back up to the fence and see it. I really do. There's been several events that I see that, but I also know you take a lot of seating away from people that aren't there, that close. So, but your hill's cool on the other side. I like that hill. If I could change something from when I was there, it's hard to see the finish line from the announcer's booth. If you're not sitting on the one side, if there was a window, I don't know what direction that was, kind of in that corner would be the only thing that, so exactly opposite of the door,
Yep.
kind of in that
Be the south side.
But, I can stand up and look around. It's not that big deal. Your guys' sound system was awesome. For as big of facilities that you have, that sound system was awesome. When you can be in an enclosed booth and hear yourself as an announcer, that's the biggest thing. You don't know what you sound like, but no, kudos to your sound system. I know you guys worked hard on that. That was awesome.
Yeah, we got lucky with that. Actually, we were the year before,
3 years ago,
or 3 years ago, we actually had a malfunction with our sound system, and there was a guy that walked up and says, "Hey, can I help?" And he was actually over the sound system at the
Tampa Bay Lightning
field.
Yeah.
Nice.
And retired. I said, well, we were like, yeah, sure. Can you help out? He did. He got at least half of our stuff working, and he stayed on with us and came back and built the PA system and everything we have now.
Nice.
So,
that people don't realize as an announcer, or even whether you're in the pits or watching, is to hear. And you can't be talking over a multi-engine modified stuff like that, but to be able to give, a clear information on, I'm a mini rod guy, when we go down, I could tell you, well, there's a lot of guys that I pull with that were down there last year. I could tell you what it is, they like that information. And when they can hear it, it's great, to give a little.
I used to do all the announcing at Zellwood, and I loved it. I really did. And the same way. I mean, I knew the tractor's pulling up, so the number wasn't. I couldn't see the number on him. I knew who it was. If they switched places, I knew. Okay, this guy switched places with him. But we got the kids up there. They got to see the numbers, or they'll mess up it. But the headsets we have now, we got communication with them and everything. Used to, we had little walkie-talkies. You couldn't hear nothing. But
you guys,
we really progressed, and I think we've done great.
Yep. You've done, like I said, the communication is awesome between everybody. It's I thought it was very well run for the size of it, and right now, screaming Ricky Bobby. That's his dad. I call his dad Ricky Bobby. But because if you think about it, you guys don't know if you're gonna have 10 tractors show up or 1,000, so to be able to just throw it in and say, hey, here we go, no, I thought it was very well ran, trying not to ask a lot of questions from the president and vice president that's working right down on the track. You guys ain't just sitting in a booth somewhere. You're right there pulling, working, and that's what brings a club. That's what you got to do,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just sit back and watch everybody else do the work. You got to be out there with them.
Look at the crowd in that picture right there. That was on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a great place, and the lighting. We got more lights now, and we're going to put more. We want to light that place up, so.
And kudos 12 more lights
to the gentleman that owns that facilities. That I know you guys have moved the track several times throughout the years. I mean, man, it's awesome. It's a great venue,
Some organization that owns the track, North Orange County Improvement Association, NOSHA is what they're called. They used to do the Corn Festival years ago. I'm actually on the board with them also, and we're trying to keep it going there. I mean, there's housing developments going up all around us, and we just don't want that to go away. We want to keep. We have a dog park on the, or not dog park. It's actually a dog training club. They do the training. They run the courses and stuff. We have an RC guy that does RC racing. He built a heck of a track up there. We have a clubhouse up there, the venue to rent out for people that want to do weddings or something. We do our banquet there. There's all kinds of stuff to do at Notion. We want to, try and push that. The track is just not just for pulling, our track or the ground, excuse me. But our track is also, the FFA does their cattle weigh in and everything on our track and the show and everything. So we try and do everything to try and keep the community in. And once a year, we'd love to do it twice a year to invite everybody down from all over the United States, but y'all are just all doing something else because everybody else is pulling.
That's
the winter time's our best time because y'all are cold, want to come and get warm.
right. That's exactly right. And saying that with the community, how well does the community back you guys as far as the truck and tractor pull? And we've talked about sponsors a million times. I would like to see where you can have an event and not have to worry about, is the club going to make money or whatever, to where you have the sponsors to do the classes. And, instead of, and we all know that when you go to a pull and it's a $40 hook, whether you're paying 50% back or whatever, it's not enough. And we're not doing it for the money, but it should be nice to be able to do it for the money,
Sure.
To where, you get whether it's a garden track, I've been garden tractors to mini rods now. And, when you pay a $10 entry fee and there's 10 tractors in it and you're paying 50% back, and you're paying, $50 and you're going to try to pay the top three, that's a strain for everybody. But no, it's nice to see that you guys have backing, you have people that are interested, and, Jason knows about it. Myself knows about it.
Yeah, we try and do a good payback, for what we can afford.
Yep.
And the hook fee is really not a whole lot. Go back to the payback. The hook fee is actually to pay for sled and stuff like that.
Right.
We're trying to use the sponsors for our payback.
Okay.
And that's the reason, we pay the top 5.
Right.
So the top 5 is what gets paid back. And we have a sponsor step up and put some more money out, then we'll pay the whole class. But
right.
For the most part, we try and pay the top 5. That's the best we can do. That way you come down, if you're in the top 5, you're going to get a good paycheck,
Nice.
You come down, everybody said, well, I don't get show up money. Well, no, we don't have that.
Do you want a $40 entry fee or do you want a $100 entry fee? That's
right. Exactly. Yep. I've been a puller for almost 30 years, and I'm never there for the money. I've never been the one to ask, well, what's the payout? First question, because I don't care.
Right.
Yeah, if I get some money to help pay for fuel, okay, I'm happy. Like I say every week, I want people to come down with a smile and leave with a smile. They had a good time.
Well, they can definitely.
How many semis do you think we're going to have?
I'd rather somebody that, if something's wrong and they do have a gripe about something, and not just leave and go home and put it on the internet about something. I'd like for them to come talk to me and let's figure out what happened and why, and so we can fix it.
Yep.
So you come back again. That's what we want, But we understand you can't please everybody, but I want to try the best I can. Or the best
Mark and Beth Scott have a couple semis, John and Rob, that they come down decent dark corners. A couple cab overs, good looking trucks. Do you? How many semis have you heard that you think you're going to have?
We haven't heard anybody definitely coming down. So
okay.
I don't know. We haven't heard anything from Bruce, so I don't know. I'm not sure if Bruce is bringing his semi back again. We haven't just heard from him. So.
Well, somebody said they're coming down from Wisconsin. Matt Alexander's been commenting tonight.
Okay.
He's coming out of Marshfield, Wisconsin.
It takes 3 to make a class. So I want him to come down. Let's put on a show.
Yeah, Mark and Beth have two, and they're awesome. Good looking trucks, sound great.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can come down. I know they're busy too, but try to think here. Okay, I'm gonna see. I think I have their phone number. I'm gonna send that to you, John and Rob. Give them a call.
Where are they out of, Jason?
I think Ohio or Pennsylvania. I can't remember.
Okay. And they come down to
They
diesels
came
and
down
dark
to
corners.
Dark Corners. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to find
I've seen some of the
video.
semis coming down there, boy. Good looking rigs.
Yeah, they are.
They can come on down. There's 5 weekends down here they'll be able to hook. Yeah.
I'd have to bring a 55-gallon drum of fuel.
We got fuel places down here.
Yeah, they sell that stuff everywhere.
Well, when you kind of get, what do I want to say, to one fuel brand, you kind of stick with it. And I hear there's some of that fuel brand down that way too. So
What fuel are you running, Chuck?
Renegade.
Yeah, there's a Renegade dealer in Umatilla.
I knew it was Renegade because he asked for Renegade oil.
Oh yeah, then I forgot about it.
Yeah, a lot of people's never heard of it.
Oh, I just switched to it, so I got a drum coming.
I've had very good luck with it. So
I've heard nothing but good. I talked to Danny Johnson. He runs the Desperado truck. I talked to him because he used to be a dealer with it, and I asked him about it because I always ran the VP, and there's nobody selling it anymore around here. You got to go to the racetrack to get it, and it's a good drive for me. So
yeah,
I figured, well, if I can just that Renegade, they can get me to equal to what my dynoed on.
Yeah,
and they did. So they said, here it is. I said, all right. So I bought a drum of it.
I don't know if you run upper cylinder lube, but their upper cylinder lube's really good too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they have a contingency thing. You sign up for it. They give you a decal. If you put it on your truck and you win, then you get discounts on oil and fuel and the whole 9 yards. So
really,
it's free to do. You know, they had a huge booth at PRI this year. Renegade did.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Forget whose drag car they had in the booth. No,
this is one of Mark and Best. This is Best truck.
I like that cab over.
There you go, Toledo, Ohio.
Oh, yeah, Tim must know him.
Yeah, this is Mark and Beth. This is Mark and Beth. There, he just commented. We're working to get it done. Get all done. Just got my motor done. Hoping to put it in tomorrow. Hope to see you all. That would be awesome if they come down, guys. They're great people and they put on a good show. So.
Oh, that'd be great. That would be great.
Yeah, last year Bruce had his there, and he passed me at the 100-foot mark. He already had his front tire off the ground and carried it off the ground the whole way down.
Amazing the torque that them guys put on that chassis. It's pretty wild, lifting that right front up.
Yep, that's pretty cool. Tim and them were coming down, right? Again, they said.
What's that?
Right. Tim and those guys are coming down from Ohio to pull with you again, right, Rob, in that 2-wheel drive class?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. He's the one bringing the trophy back.
Tim and Wayne.
Yeah, Tim and Wayne.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that traveling trophy that you did for your class. That's
right? Yes.
Yeah. That's very cool. You know, that's a really, really neat thing to do. You know, it's
Yep. He took it home and put his name on it and just bringing it back down. So, and whoever wins it again this year or this next year will hopefully do the same thing, put their name on it and bring it back down again.
nice.
It's a nice trophy too. I built that. I put some time in that thing.
Hey, there's our old buddy Ryan Morey. Good seeing Ryan. I think Ryan was there on Friday, I believe, last year. Ryan's
I think you're right, Chuck. I think they came one of the nights.
he's a fellow mini rod puller out of Wisconsin that lives now in Arizona, I believe. Uh-oh.
I'm not reading that one out. I'm not reading that one out loud. Rob,
Oh, I'll read it. Mitch is talking shit.
He doesn't have to put a new name tag, just asterisks underneath his name again.
Yeah, Mitch, he's going to have to earn it. That's fine.
Oh, Mitch wants to go to work on the track for you guys.
I want end flagger position. Not for that class.
You afraid he'd flag you early, Rob?
I'm sorry?
You think he'd flag you early?
I'm not going to say anything, but the comments he just put out, no, he can have the beginning flagger. He can't have the end flagger. And I won't be the end flagger, so. Because my son will be running the truck.
What, you don't trust me?
You don't trust me?
No, coming from a guy who dresses in a clown suit and drives a mini rod, yeah, you're normal.
Exactly.
Yeah. He plays in the gutters.
Yeah, no trust issue there.
Yeah.
I got to thank Mitch for sending me out some drive shaft straps this week. Trying to get all with the rules.
That will be used for garden tractors, modified garden tractors.
We're going to do just like we did last year. We're going to pull all the weights out of our mini rod sled that's drivable and make it for the garden tractors.
It worked well last year.
Mm-hmm.
Worked well.
That's what it always was for garden tractors. We just had to start weighting it up for the mini rods. Then we got tired of pulling weights out, putting weights in. 100-degree weather, it got hot. So we ended up getting another sled for the garden tractors, and we made that one for mini rods.
Gotcha.
So, but it works out good for garden tractors when we pull the weights out of it. It don't activate the scaff fires coming down. So,
very good.
So it'll be used the garden tractor, right?
Mitch.
Okay, Mitch.
I love Rob's real laugh. That makes me happy hearing him laugh like that. So.
No, I appreciate you guys inviting me to come on.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
Unfortunately, you're probably going to see more of me coming
Good.
up in 2024. Thanks, my
Awesome.
old buddy. We're going to really do some things this year. It's going to be fun.
I love it.
I was told by my engine builder that I either got to be a mini rod puller or announcer, but I'm not going to give either one of them up. So
There you go. You're more welcome to Zellwood anytime to announce.
Hell yeah.
After blowing two of his engines up, he's not real happy with me. So
You and Jason both did an awesome job last year keeping the microphones going.
I'd have been dead without Chuck last year. I was so sick.
Did you guys hear the story about his NyQuil?
Yeah, he drank like 2 bottles in 2 days.
Well, he drank one bottle in like an hour and a half and then told his wife. So then I thought I was going to have to run him to the emergency room. Oh, there was absolutely zero partying for me and Jason. We got done every night. We went right back to the house. I think we had 2 pieces of pizza, and nighty night we went.
Yeah, we kept your Papa John's in business down there, John and Rob. I promise you that.
I think it was Saturday. I think it was Saturday afternoon. We come rolling in about 30 minutes before the show started because that's how long it took us both to get moving and out of bed.
Oh, it was no fun.
I don't know when we got back to the house there. I think it was Friday night. Hope and all them guys put big quarantine signs on our doors that Jason and I were the only ones that could go in there.
Yeah. That's okay. We got her done. We got
We
her
got her
done.
done.
A lot of fun. So,
Well,
well, Merry Christmas from all of us in Zellwood. We're excited to see all of you. Please just get a hold of Rob or John if you have any questions, please. They're great guys to work with. I can vouch for it. We've been working with them now for a couple of years. It's a good track, plenty of room, and it's Florida in the winter. I don't know what else I need to say, guys. So,
Absolutely.
John,
Thanks,
Rob,
Rob.
you want to kind of wrap it up, John and Rob, a little bit, or anything final to say tonight?
No, want everybody to come down, have a good time. Like you just said, Jason, anybody have any questions, may know somebody that thinking about coming down, but they're not sure if they're going to fit a class or whatever, give us a call. We'll figure it out for you. There are people like, well, I don't want to come down there and not be able to pull. That won't happen. Not
Right.
at Zellwood. You get to Zellwood, you're going to hook. So I want everybody to come down and have a good time. You got anything?
no, you pretty much summed it all up.
All right.
Awesome. Merry
Thank
Christmas.
you guys.
We'll,
Merry Christmas.
we'll do another live
Merry
next week.
Christmas,
Guys,
Yeah, John, I'll check in with you next week. We'll pick a date next week, okay?
sounds good.
Chuck, great having you on. Have a good
Yep,
night, guys.
thanks, guys.
Thank you,
Thank
Chuck.
you.
Thanks, Chuck.
Yep. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.
All right,
too, buddy.
go.
Yep. Later.
I'm going to play our commercial.